you guys for tuning in into Heavenly Set People You Should Know. Happy New Year. 2025 is here. We have so many different initiatives that we are about to roll out. With the first being Mondays, 4:15 to 7 p.m. We are at 15th and Hamlin, the Martin Luther King building, a shared space with UIC. I totally appreciate UIC for partnering with us, allowing us to have space. Shout out to Cameron, who oversees that space. And so I am doing a 12-week cohort called Future Leaders of North Lawndale, Future Leaders of North Lawndale. It's 12 weeks, and it has been totally amazing. So far, we've done conflict and resolution. We are doing finance, money management this coming Monday. We've done health and fitness. We've done systemic disparities and everything that you could possibly think of that we think that the kids need to be educated with. It's kind of like a college readiness program, again, hence, the collaboration with UIC. And it's been amazing. The kids are just excited to be there, and, we are just killing it within that space. So as you guys know, I am an advocate for youth, and so anytime I'm able to connect and put youth in front of you guys, it's a blessing, because so often we hear all the negative things that our youth are out here doing. So anytime I can, again, like I said, put a positive youth in the presence of you guys, you can count on it. So with that being said, to my right, I have Mr. Colin. So listen to this, y'all. This young man is 14 years old, and he's fluent in, I think he said 8 or 9 different instruments, with one being the violin. And he also is a DJ at 14 years old. And, just an amazing young man. I met his mom, and she's like, he's just talented. I don't know where he gets it from. And so it just warms my heart to, have a young man that's on the right path. Shout out to his parents, because, of course, without your parents, it's hard for a kid to navigate and stay focused on what they need to focus on. So shout out to your mom and dad for raising an amazing man. So with that being said, Colin, tell us a little bit about you.
Hi, my name is Colin Williams, and I'm 14 years old. I go to University of Chicago Laboratory School. I'm a freshman, and I play around 7 and 8 instruments. I DJ. I just DJ at Bronzeville Winery. And I love sports. I really enjoy games like 2K. I just like having fun. I like going out. I just like being active, sports, music. I'm just all around. I like just doing new things. So
I love it. So you mentioned 7 or 8 different instruments. Can you tell us the instruments?
So we have acoustic guitar, bass guitar, electric, piano, violin. I'm regrading it, cello.
Wow.
You got snare drums, bass drums. I mentioned piano.
That is so cool.
Piano.
That is so cool. So at 14 years old, how long have you been DJing?
I've been performing for around 2 or 3. I think it's
that is so cool.
2, but I've been really in the lab for 4. My uncle, DJ Ant, was teaching me at first when I was just watching him DJ. It was just kind of cool to me, because as a kid I just love hearing remixes of songs, and that's how DJing really is. It's just you get the music and then you put your own pizzazz to it, and I just got hooked onto it. So he just started teaching me the basics. He gave me his old equipment, and I'm just been working off of that, and I'm planning to get some new ones soon.
That is so cool. So at 14, who are your musical influences?
I would say number one, I would say Childish Gambino, Don Glover. Just an absolute, just all around musical artist. I I like how he can rap, but he can be so talented at creating music all around. That's like really my only one because I'm I'm different. I'm Colin Williams, and so I'm still investing in everything music wise because I don't really have like a strong preference, but that's probably my number one influence.
Okay, what would you say the most challenging thing with being a DJ?
Challenging thing about it being a DJ is when you know what's challenging? I gotta. It takes a long. What were you about to say?
Because I'm just thinking in my head, if you're 14 and I hire you to DJ, so how would you know, or are you in tune? Are you in tune with the adult music? Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So, really, I have my crowds like a lot of young people. Like you gotta balance it with like young people like 2020
He said young
2020's
people's
music, but then you gotta add a little 2010s, later 2020s specifically because that's still a little nostalgia. But a lot of people at that time, were still going crazy like the Migos, Drake, Kendrick. It's a lot of things that you gotta put in perspective. But like adults, they really like strong rap, not like really mumble rap or anything like that. So
Okay.
I kind of balance it out, and then when you got the older people, I play like since I'm in Chicago, I play more house music
Okay.
or just more considering to what the age group is. But if I'm like there is a challenge, but it's not the most challenges thing. You gotta like I be having crowds that's like all around that would have like elderly,
Okay.
adult, and then young teen, and then teen. So I what I do is that I give people like their own vibe. Like I get some music, play it for them, and I play it for this person.
I love it.
But then sometimes there's just songs where everybody's jamming to. So that's how I do it. I've always just been able to pick up the crowd. So that's probably one of my best things.
And that's awesome because I'm not a DJ, but I'm good at reading rooms. And so, like you just said, in reading a room, you have to know what music to play for everybody. So, for instance, like you said, if you have older people in the room and you got millennials in the room, I mean, you have to give a balance of both, both worlds. And so without that, it's like, you got the millennials sent to the side, or you got the elderly or the seniors or the older people sent to the side. So that balance is so if you can balance, that speaks volumes, with any DJ. So kudos to you for that. So with that being said, so tell us about school. So I got this part. You're musically sound. That is so awesome. So tell us about school.
So
How do you balance the two?
So what I do to balance the two, I like some nights when I get home, I just work hard, or I let my teachers know personally, like, yeah, I came home really late and I had to give me some sleep because I was tired. So
Wait, does that work?
what?
You telling the teacher you got home late, you tired? Does that work?
Yeah,
Okay.
It's like I'm not gonna try to lie to them. I'm not gonna be if I'm not really tired, I'm still gonna try to do some work.
I wonder if my son pulled that with his teachers, but okay. So how do you? Okay, so with the music and the education, it's safe to say that you're balanced, which is awesome. So how do you rid yourself from the peer pressure? Because we know it's that in school.
From the peer pressure, that like stopped happening a long time ago. What really put me in some pressure was when I have two instances when I like kind of came out back to being a little nervous. So one of them was when my first DJ gig, it was in Inglewood, Brandon, and the thing is that it wasn't just a party, it was a festival. So that was my first DJ gig, and I was a little pre-flexed, and I was like hesitating on some mixes, but then I realized it wasn't so bad when I got into my own flow because I believed in how much I've been working towards a moment like this. I didn't expect it to be so soon, but the fact my first thing was a huge festival, I just started performing and I let it flow. And then for I think it was my 13th birthday party, it was really big. So basically, what I did was that it was a showcase of or most of my instruments, and one of them was when I was playing the electric guitar, and I had a solo. It was like in front of all my new school friends, because this was my first year at Lab, and then it was like a lot of eyes looking at me.
I'm sure.
But I just kind of pulled through, because I realized, like, if I mess up, this is my birthday party. It's not gonna look good. So I just keep performing no matter what. Like, people don't know if you make a mistake because you're the artist.
Correct.
So, and a lot of people don't know if I make a mistake because I'm the musical genius. So I keep playing, and then the more you actually play through the mistakes, the more flow you actually get, because when you stop, you kind of just stop. Like, you don't regain it.
Good for you.
So, yeah.
So do you have friends that try to detour you from school or, your music, or or are most of your friends supportive?
Most of my friends are supportive.
That's good.
I've some people I know, like some people would leave a comment like, this isn't that impressive, because they would say it's like, this kid can do this, but I balance all my instruments. I don't focus on just one.
That is impressive. And I'm so happy to hear that, because that's how my mind is. Like, it's hard for me to just stay focused on one thing. Like, yeah. I'm doing like 20 different things, and people like, how are you able to do that? And like you said, for me, it's mentally balancing for me, and it works, and I enjoy it. It's hard for me to just focus on one task, and that's why, I do so many things and got so much going on, in such a short time span, because that's how my mind functions. So I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear that. So what would be your most memorable performance, whether it be instrument or DJ?
Most memorable. Let's go. Let's see. Cause
that many, huh?
I got so many that they kind of feel normal now. So
nice.
It was. Let me think.
Okay, I'll let you come back to that. Tell me, what's the best advice your mother has given you?
Best advice my mom has given me?
Yep.
The best one, she's given me a lot of advice.
I'm sure.
The best one is, you don't know who's watching. That kind of stuck with me, especially when I got into my school. It's kind of like, you don't know who's watching you. You don't know who is just secretly taking notes on you and probably going to be better in your future. So I kind of just try to be myself, do the best I can, because people appreciate effort. Even if it's not the best, they want the best that you can give them, because, the more you give, the more you will start to exceed.
That is true. What about your father? What's the best advice your father has given you?
The best one was, I don't think you remember this, but it was a while ago. It was like, he told me something like, impress the impressive.
Impress the impressive. I like that.
Yeah, it was like tough, because you're impressing the people that are in a higher situation than you, and they look at you and they know that you'll be up there sometime. You'll be more than them at one day, and it just kind of stuck with me, because I have this thing. I have this thing where people are watching me, especially like people that I know personally, or people that I know that like have a like authority status or something, and I just start jamming.
I love
like
it.
Recently, when I was at the Bronzeville Winery, this guy, his name was Malik Yusuf. And
yes, I know Malik. He's a poet.
He's a poet, and he also produced for a lot of people. Like he produced, like he was there for the like two of the hit songs. Like it was like Fiend and Carnival. He did a lot of stuff with Kanye. It was like
Yep.
a lot, and a
Yep.
lot of his stuff was really great. So I just took advantage of that, and I just started performing. And he was like, "Man, you did a great job. Thanks for playing my songs." And I was like, "That's what I gotta do. If I'm playing your songs and I start jamming with them, I'm impressing the impressive." So
Indeed, I love it. Are you a part of any extracurriculum activities or any clubs at your school?
I'm in debate right now.
Nice.
That's really fun. We got a tournament in Harvard in like February.
You said your tournament where?
At Harvard, Boston.
Nice.
It's at February 15, 16. 15, 16. And I'm getting prepared for that a lot because I went like 3 for 4 at my last tournament with my other partner, and I'm feeling confident right now. So that's something I'm looking up for.
Can you clarify what the debate means? Because some of my kids probably thinking that debate means to go back and forth with your parents when it's time to clean. when it's time to clean up. That is not what he's talking about.
No. So debate club is where there's a judge, and then you have 1 AC or 2 AC, or to make this more simple, you have someone that's supporting what the plan is offering. Like, let's say we're going to ban TikTok. The affirmative is saying, yes, we should ban TikTok because of this. And the negative is like, no, don't ban TikTok. And so I really like being on a negative because I do like defending stuff. I've always been a good defender. Sports too, so I don't know. That correlates to something. Has to mean something.
I agree.
And so the affirmative gives a plan, and the negative basically has to explain why that plan won't work.
Nice.
Or the things that in that plan will slowly cause things to happen. And then sometimes they will always propose something that is actually better than that plan. Like, let's say an alternative of just completely banning TikTok will allow some places not to have TikTok, or like area codes not to have TikTok or something like that. Something that will prove how that plan is too drastic and how this plan overrides that, and it's just like really fun going back and forth. And sometimes you switch your topic, or you switch if you're affirmative or negative. I like it so far. So yeah.
Since you mentioned TikTok, my son was just telling me the other day that I know back a couple months ago they were speaking of banning TikTok, and I think Trump might be fighting to keep it or whatever. I can't remember reading about it. So with that being said, what do you think about that? You think they should take it away? You think we should keep it? What do you think?
I was actually there for the court case. So
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a lot of it was really repetition because the guy that was questioning the owner of TikTok was basically trying to affiliate him with it's like I forgot, but it's like this organization in China that spies on.
That's what my son said. Yep.
But honestly, I don't have a big opinion on it because like I use TikTok, but Instagram is way more fun because most people use it for social media, and I like Instagram Reels more. So yeah,
Really?
I don't really have an opinion on TikTok because like I wouldn't mind if it got banned, but if it did get banned, it wouldn't like affect me that much.
Because of Instagram, you said, right?
Yes.
Okay. Got it. Okay, that makes sense. I can dig it. I can dig it. So, can you tell us something no one knows about you? So, are you like, can you balance a bike on top of your head, or can you ride a bike with no hands? Can you swim backwards?
Man, I can't do that, but some people know that. Something I've never told no one. I mean, I'm kind of open, so I don't know.
Keep it cute. Don't tell us your deep dark secrets.
I mean,
Can you speak Spanish?
yeah, but I had to take classes.
I know. I love putting youth on the spot.
I'm a kind of open person, so
Yeah, because I only asked you that only because you're on a debate team. So you said you love to debate. You're musically inclined.
I have one.
We're listening.
It's like not. I don't know that much more, but I used to be in love with crystals.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. See, that's
nice.
It's like a little random, but it's just something I used to have a hobby for. Like, I like now one of my favorite colors, like sapphire or something.
That's popular.
Yeah.
That's totally popular.
It's I don't know. I actually asked my mom to buy me some, but then when she bought me some, she kind of forgot about it, and I just have it in my room. So
you do know your mother, and you do know your parents are proud of you, right? Because your mom, I was like, give me a bio of him, send me his pictures, and so I love it. I love the energy. I'm like that with my son. So the energy, that I got from her was amazing, and I was so excited to have you on. And I'm happy my son even came with me. I love to, put positive young men like yourself in front of a camera. Because what you're doing is amazing. Keep up the good work. Don't let anybody detour you from the upbringing of your parents. And just keep soaring. Keep soaring, keep soaring, keep soaring. Last question. It may be another one, but if you could be any superhero, who would you pick?
If I could be a superhero.
The only superhero that I'm in tune with, I think, is Superman. I've never even seen a Marvel. I've never been to the show to see a Marvel.
I like DC more.
I sent my son.
Like
Well, those count. Any of those people. DC. See, I don't even know.
Probably. I'm like scrolling through my head right now.
Who you got? Superman. Who you got? Black Panther. Hulk. Who else? I don't know the rest of them people. I know it's a bunch more, right? It's at least, 15 to 20?
You know what? That would be elite to be Iron Man.
Iron Man?
That would be elite. Because you be rich. You basically want to get Thanos. You rich again.
Wait, so you said Iron Man is rich?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I promise you, I don't know anything about him.
He's super rich. He's like,
okay.
Because he's just a regular human, but like he has a bunch. And he's super smart. He's super smart too. Yeah, okay. So I would probably be Iron Man.
You just told me something. Iron Man is super smart and he's super rich and he's red, right? That's the
yes.
So what does he turn into this? Okay, you say he's a regular person. So what does he turn into this?
Basically, he has this thing called Jarvis.
Okay.
And then he's like it's basically like his Siri, but in the suit. So when he calls Jarvis, it just automatically puts on like the suit and all that stuff.
Really? Now is he a fighter? Kind of like.
Yeah, he's a good. I would say he's a decent fighter. He's a decent fighter, but he mostly throws like blasts and stuff like that. But he basically like outsmarted Thanos. So I don't really mind if he don't fight. He's smart.
So is his series or his show? Is it like he's wandering around the world and?
Nah, that's low key. No.
See,
I think he has a show. He has a bunch of good movies.
Okay, so it's just a regular movie and kind of not like the cartoonish thing. And then he transforms into this Iron Man and does what? Fly?
He flies. He does a bunch of other stuff, but I don't really keep up that much with Marvel. I'm not a big fan of Marvel.
So it's Marvel and it's DC is what you're telling me?
Yes.
See, I thought, honestly, I put them all together. So I was like superhero shows that I know. I just put them all together and was like, okay, pick one out of the hat. You got, and then the female is called, what? What's the female superhero? Is it Wonder Girl, Wonder Woman, something like that? That makes sense.
Yeah, there's a Wonder Woman.
Yeah, Wonder Woman. And so, why didn't you say Black Panther? I'm just curious. And my son, right to this day, fusses at me because I've never seen Black Panther. He's like, Mom, the only
You still
black...
haven't seen it?
I haven't, and there's no reason why. I just haven't. He's like, the only black superhero, you haven't watched it? And I'm like, sorry. So why did you pick Black Panther as opposed to Iron Man? Just curious.
It's crazy. You never seen Black.
I know.
That was the best movie up until I watched That was the best movie until I watched.
Guess what? So with that being said, I am going to watch it before this week is out, just for the sake of me saying I watched the Black Panther. So with that being said, Colin, I appreciate you. Thank your mom for having you on the show. I appreciate her. And last but not least, I'd like to thank CAN TV for allowing me to bring on Heavenly Sent People You Should Know, from my mom, my grandma, my support system, and everybody that just believe in me and that share my post, and the parents that allow me to be in the presence of their kids and mentor and all these good things. So with that being said, Colin, keep up the good work. I'm going to keep in touch with your mom. I'm going to come out to one of your events, and I'm going to bring some kids just so they can see that, we got some cool people in this world that look like them. So with that being said, thank you. See you guys next week. Anybody want to give a shout out to real quick?
I want to give a shout out to this guy named Corey that runs Inglewood Branded, because he works with the youth a lot, and it's honestly inspiring what he did. And he was the guy that he gave me the first DJ gig, the festival too.
Dope.
And
shout out to Corey.
He's been there supporting me ever since. So thank you, Corey.
What about your parents?
They already know I love them.
All righty then. Thank you guys. See you guys next week.